saved a bunch of my favorite poems. And I thought, I'm going to wait until I have a book that I'm going to put all my favorites in. They weren't all my favorites, but most of them were, because I didn't have as many favorites as I thought. Anyway, it's called A Silence of Echoes. Here's this one. That's a painting I drew on the front of that one, so that was kind of nice. The first one, and this has remained one of my favorites since I wrote it to this day. It's called Ink Stain in the Rain. The cruel wind rapes and scrapes the soft, supple satin drapes in the cave of evening shade. Under gunmetal sky, cracked, splintered, and dry, we play our tragic masquerade. On the mantle of gloom and foreboding doom, we reach for this feeling we're chasing. We can't quite grasp enough of it, just a silver touch of it. This dream daughter time is erasing. Then I feel your heart slip, so I tighten my grip on the trembling lip of this storm. Your body's a river, a fast running shiver, and I can't seem to keep myself warm. Engulfed by the ocean and fading emotion, you let go of my hand. Tide sweeps you away, but bids my heart stay. Nothing is as we planned. Waves wash me ashore, lips parched evermore, never to taste yours again. Love letters and pain left out in the rain became a fading ink stain. Now, days without sun, the moons come undone, and I've become the rain. Yeah, I've always liked that one. I wonder if it'll ever lose its first place. Who knows? Anyway, it's a good runner. It'll probably keep it. The next one from that book is called Strange Familiar Residence. I had fun with this one. I was imagining a lot of things that kind of far out and surreal. Evening rain falling through brass clouds, neons, the mirrored streets. I fly from myself to drift there. The streets slam shut. The mirrors break into rubber bands. Broken melodies spin into a moon shadow of blades and force the empty stars to show their scars to the angels. In this circle of trust, a frayed ring of hope unwinds in slow motion of watermarked sky poems. Film clips bearing God's signature. Moon shadows dancing to broken songs. Stars disrobing. Angels sighing, God writing poems in a strange, familiar resonance, circling the square root of perpetual death and swift-shot rebirth. Evening rain falls through the brass clouds and watermarked sky poems, whispering of eternity in a strange, familiar resonance. This is as good as it gets. And it was good, too. Enjoyed that one. Okay, I hope I'm still on screen because all I can see is you, Cynthia, but that's all right. Lost Comfort. Now this is from, I think it's from Purple Haze here. Just laying here now in your arms, I wonder when my love for you disappeared. Caressing your forehead and remembering when that was all I ever needed. I wonder where I was when my love for you ended. Knowing these things and still laying here beside you makes comfort a coveted impossibility. How true. Here's one that a lot of people like. It's very short, very sweet, but it kind of hits home. Wounded Directions. A bullfight could not have been as brutal as the ring we voluntarily entered. Massacred, slaughtered, and bleeding. We did not die in each other's arms. We lived to limp away in opposite, wounded directions. Yes, all my limps have healed up over the years. I walk pretty good now until I don't. This one I like because it's very to the point too, and kind of harsh but nice. Reality, spring doesn't always bust out all over. Summer doesn't always blow in on a warm breeze. Autumn doesn't always mean the end of summer. Winter doesn't always mean the falling of snowflakes. And when I say I love you, I don't always mean it. I guess that wasn't from Purple Haze. I can't remember. I think that was probably still from Bridges Go. Here's the one starting Purple Haze. We were driving on the road one day, and this kind of came, called Signature. A winter's day on the road to hope, I gazed through the passenger window. Trees passed by, ink blots, blurs of green smeared against the sky's gray blouse. Unframed paintings of moving still life, Monet dreams dreaming, ushering in an early dusk into fog's encrusted theater. Nature witnesses the enclosure. I sit someplace between my signature and the half-written page. The waning fog flows into the hard-edged corner of a twilight star. I watch the world dim in slow motion fade out and sign my name to another day passed away. Yeah, lots of dead days in the background there. The Strand. This is one I never thought was that wonderful, but a lot of people do request it. So I've come to appreciate the fact that I do like it a lot more than I thought I did. The Strand. Yesterday, a wet sun spilled diamonds and pearls onto the sparkling strand. The wind caught our hair and took our breath away as we walked the beach of another place for the last time. Today, there is no sun. I am a statue turned to stone, standing alone on the strand, far from the beach we walked. On days like this, I try to envision your face. You've gone so long, your image is hazy. I try to tap the days of old and dance within their crease and fold, but they escape me like a lost breath. And now the wind-blown day is swept away. A brittle silver moon rises, spilling zircons and rhinestones onto the shadows of the shore. The day and the strand dissolve as if they never were. But I remain a statue on the shore, standing alone, standing alone. This is a fun one. I'm sure we've all been here, done that. When you're in a room and there's conversations and stuff going on, you just wish that you were somewhere else, but you have to stay there. Sculpted Crow. Aloof, taking refuge in small talk, I hide inside my drink. Surf the amber tide on slick ice cubes, hang 10 on the ninth wave of boredom rolling in, and laugh when expected to. I whisper to the sculpted crow in the corner. I whisper of mustache wax and bubblegum dreams, unraveling on sugar-glazed strings. On evenings like these, I strain to hear the sounds of silence. I search to find the end of this evening, to climb out and zip it inside its own pocket. I long to run away from the smell of small talk and boredom. I want to laugh because I feel like it, not because I'm supposed to, not because I'm expected to. So I lift my glass and silently toast the insanity of it all. The sculpted crow in the corner smiles. And now my very last one, another one about a bad love affair. Anyhow, this place. In a place of uncertain certainties, we stood on opposite ends of a bridge we constructed together. I saw you smile at the distance between us and snap its steel cables, making the gap between us too far, a river that couldn't be crossed. On two separate shorelines, eternity held us in her gaze for a moment. You snapped the cruel whip of your smile, scarring my heart once again. In this place of uncertain certainties, you digging in the sand, trying to reconstruct the girders and cables that lay in irreparable ruin. I tried to call to you, but the river had taken my voice. In this place of uncertain certainties, one thing is certain. The affair is over. That's it. Beep, beep, beep. That's all, folks.
Thank you so much, Candice. It's such a treat to get to hear your work.